hours of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Come on, set.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game. As they now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. They find some open field here. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Jets are going to have a 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd
and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got this downfield to McBride.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Red, cycle. Red, green.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
he rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Cards continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand root.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Ready. Hey, check nigga.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Claude red. Blaster, stick. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Set, ready. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cardinals.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quez Watkins, 46 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing you have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker.
Down inside the 10.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ready, set.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Cook now off the read option. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On second down, it's Cook again.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game. giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4-yard gain.
He'll try and throw for it here. And now here is another interception. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his fifth interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Second and 20. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Next to score, Cardinals 78, Jets 24.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Back to throw. Looking deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. The 40, 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
And now here is another interception.
And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all
the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,